Hey guys, brand new Proper Life video in the description. Have you ever been shot by a tank? Well, I have, and I also got to drive a tank. It was a lot of fun. I think you guys are going to enjoy this because I know I sure as heck did. Well, the wife isn't mad at me anymore. She even let me sleep in the bed last night. Victory for me. But tonight she wants to go hang out with Maggie. Oy. Oh, I swear she better not mention anything about last night to her. Alrighty, Pops, I'm closing up myself for today here at the diner, obviously. So, office is closed. If you need the keys, you know where they are. But also, if you need me, just, call me. You have my number. So, I'm going to go ahead and get home and get cleaned up for this double date I have tonight.
Well, you did a great job today, sport. I'll see you here bright and early. So remember, don't stay out too late.
I won't be up too late unless this cold gets the best of me, which it might. I am so clogged right now. I feel like I sound like Squidward, which you probably don't even know who that is, but yes, I will see you here bright and early. So yeah, I'll just if I do get here and I'm sick, I'll just make sure I take a nap during my lunch break, and I'll eat some other time, maybe after work.
Well, as long as you can take it then. If you don't do it during working hours, I'll put you to work peeling potatoes.
Well, you probably don't want me peeling potatoes if I'm all snotty and runny, but I'll just see to it that I get home at a reasonable time tonight after this double date that I have to go on, and I'll make sure I continue to take my cold medication.
I knew you were a smart kid. Now, go have fun. Just keep in mind your bedtime.
Keep in mind my bedtime. Thank you, Daddy. I very much appreciate that. All right. Later, Pop. Have fun. Again, if you need me, you know the number. Okay. Well, it's double date night. Oh, even though we only talked about this stupid double date this morning, I'm not looking forward to it. I wish my nose would leave me alone. I feel so good. I don't want to be sick right now. Not this time. Not this time of year. It's always around this time of year, too. I feel like if I was to get a cold, I feel like I would probably prefer to get a cold, I don't know, when it's not cold out. But winter is a-brewing. Winter came late, though, this year. That's for darn sure. And I'm getting sick because of it. But this double date has to happen. I really messed up with Liz recently, and I kind of owe her this stupid dinner tonight. I really don't want to go, but it's what the wife wants, and I messed up, so she gets what she wants for a while. Oh, God. I just hope she doesn't want too much, bankruptcy-wise. I don't want her to make the bank go, hey, what are you doing over there? What are you doing? That'll not be good. That'll not be good. I just hope she doesn't mention anything about our little fight today, or the fight happened yesterday. I just hope she doesn't mention it at all to Maggie for some reason. I feel like I may need to let her know, hey, not to mention that, especially in front of Maggie's husband. Yeah, that would be awkward as all heck. She might think it's funny, but I sure as heck don't. I'll just make sure Liz knows not to mention that during our visit, because if she does, I'm going to cripple over in awkwardness and not know what to do with myself. Because I'm sure Liz, well, even this morning, Liz made it out like, it's funny, haha, you had some sort of thoughts of what could have been. Yeah, it is funny to think back of what could have been, but I don't want Maggie knowing that. And hopefully Liz knows I don't want Maggie knowing that. Well, I am nice and clean now. Now just to get my clothes on. Okay. All right, so I know how much the wife hates the smell of the diner on me, so I am now clean, and she can be happy with me because a clean husband is a good husband, from what she says. My nose also smells, and it doesn't smell. My nose doesn't smell, but I can smell better now because of the hot shower. I find it impressive that that's able to work. I also find it impressive that I work in the office downstairs in a diner, and I still, smell like diner food. I'm not really around diner food that much. Oh my gosh, imagine how much Liz would hate me if I actually worked the oven. Oh man, she might actually leave me. Oh, good thing I don't work that area. Which, I mean, I've worked that area like once or twice, but she never really truly complained too much. But, maybe that's why those days she wasn't really that close to me. Oh my gosh, maybe it would happen if we actually did that. I would end up not being in a relationship with her. That would not be good. All right. Now, what am I going to do while I wait for the kids and the wife to get home? I could sit on the computer for a little bit, play some video games. Or I can watch some TV. Yeah. I think I'll watch some TV, but what to watch? Oh, I don't know. I guess we'll find out when I go over here and sit down and figure it out. Let's see. What do we got? Oh, well, hey there, sweetheart. How was your day? The kids are already here, but how was yours?
It was really good. Something is wrong with Edward, though, but he won't tell me.
Huh. Well, and isn't something wrong with him, honestly. No offense to Edward, but I've just noticed that he's always got something going on that's making life miserable for him. But to be fair, when he came home, I noticed it too. Which, by the way, they're upstairs doing some homework because I told them they needed to do that.
Well, glad to hear that. Now, did you ask your brother if he could watch the kids tonight?
I did, but he can't. He's got a date of his own tonight. I told Eddie he was the man tonight, so I hope he can make sure he behaves and make sure Lindsay behaves as well.
That's fine. I guess in all reality, Austin doesn't have to watch them anymore. They are getting to the age where I trust them.
Well, my mom let me and Austin, be home alone when we were, God, what was it? 3rd grade? Yeah, when we were in 3rd grade, we'd stay home alone and there was no issues whatsoever. But I guess times are different. But yes, I think they'll be fine, Liz. I'm not even sure they'll be fine. I'm positive they'll be fine.
Yeah. So are you ready for tonight? I see you took a shower without me having to ask.
Well, how do you know I took a shower? Maybe I just have kept good hygiene throughout the rest of the day. No, don't worry about it. I actually did take a shower, but yeah, I hope that's not a problem.
I appreciate it. I'm going to take a shower of my own, and then we can start heading to Maggie's.
Well, we aren't eating out tonight?
No, Maggie said she insisted on cooking.
Well, all right. Well, that's fine with me, I suppose. Now, before we go, I need to kind of mention something, and it's probably silly even mentioning it, but don't go talking about our fight, yesterday with them, Maggie and Anthony.
Well, of course, silly. They don't need to know that we fought.
Well, good. I just, I don't know. You know how my brain is. I didn't want Maggie or Anthony knowing about it or why we fought.
Well, I think we can tell them about your little moment, though. It's funny looking back now.
What?
You had that moment of what if about Maggie and you.
Yeah, no, Liz, no. That's what I meant. We don't need to mention that tonight. Or the fight. Either of them.
Oh, you don't want her to know you had a little crush on her.
Well, of course I don't want her to know that, Liz. I definitely don't want her husband knowing I was thinking of his wife. Which, I wasn't thinking of his wife. And I don't know if you understand this yet, Liz. But I wasn't thinking of her in that way. I was thinking, what would life be like if nothing, ever happened? It wasn't like a lustful thing. It was just a what if?
You're overreacting. It isn't that big of a deal. But if you don't want me to mention it, I won't.
Well, thank you. Now, go ahead and go take your shower, and I'll just continue watching some TV.
You don't want to join me?
But I already showered.
Suit yourself. Enjoy the cartoons.
Hey, they are not cartoons. They're... Okay, well, yeah, they're cartoons. I don't care, though, and you shouldn't care either, and there's nothing wrong with watching cartoons.
Have fun, you dork.
I will. You have fun bathing, I guess. Bye, kids. Make sure you behave yourselves.
I really am glad you two could come over for dinner tonight again.
Yeah, no problem, Maggie. So, when is Anthony gonna be here? Is he all right?
Well, actually, he got called into work. That man sure is busy at times.
Oh, so no Anthony tonight. Oh, okay. I guess that's all right.
Don't worry. Me and Liz won't get too crazy on you. Anthony will hopefully be here next time.
Yeah, no, that's fine. I don't mind being with girls, having a kind of a third wheel date night, which I didn't mean to call you a third wheel or anything, Maggie. You know what I mean, but it's still nice to come over and be with friends. And yeah, but the next time we have dinner, how about we have it at our place? We haven't had dinner at our place yet.
We would really like that. Liz tells me that you're a really good cook.
Well, so is she. When you come over, or when you two come over, I'll make sure you get a bit of each of our cookings, because Liz can make some darn good food that I can't even touch. But I also make some good food of myself.
Well, we would really like that, Josh, as I am sure Edward would enjoy Amanda coming over.
Yeah, those two sure do love each other. Isn't that right, Liz? Those two are smitten like kittens. I think that's how the saying goes.
I agree. The two of them really hit it off, almost instantly. It's as if it was love at first sight.
Oh, you got that right. If the boy isn't doing homework, eating dinner, or sleeping, he is definitely talking about or talking with Amanda.
Oh, I am so happy for the two of them. Amanda was the best thing to ever happen to me and Anthony. Knowing she is loved by so many people means so much to me.
She's a good kid, your little one. When Edward was grounded, I told him she was only allowed over and, to visit and whatnot if he did one thing, and that was to teach her how to fish. She was over there every day learning.
She told me about that. Remember when you taught me how to fish? Oh, it feels like yesterday.
I sure do remember those days, Maggie. I remember telling Edward that when, he started teaching her. Good times. Good times.
Maggie, did you know that Josh had fantasies recently if you two never broken up? Isn't that adorable?
Elizabeth!
What?
I'm pretty sure he didn't want that to be known, Liz.
Oh, it was an innocent moment on his part.
I still didn't want her knowing about that, Liz. Even though it isn't a big deal. It's just, I just thought to myself, where would life be if we didn't break up? Like, where would I be living in the world? How many kids would we have? Would I be doing the same job I'm doing? Things like that.
Exactly like you said. No big deal.
I see. Well, Liz, I could tell you've embarrassed him, so I'm so sorry about that, Josh.
Well, thank you, Maggie.
I guess we should eat then, huh?
I suppose that would be a good idea.
I'm sorry. I didn't mean anything by it.
Let's just eat, Liz, okay? I think that's probably just a good idea. Then we can get out of Maggie's hair. Yeah.